Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Raiders and the NWestern Wildcats. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Toe to leather, and here we go. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Handoff from the gun. They come out strong, stop him for no gain on the opening play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and... Scanning the field, it's Childs. He is lucky to get that one back in the...
You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the left. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Power football with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Runs through the tackle. Could be an alley. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
And the Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. The option, the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds him out of the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Raiders will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The NWestern offense ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air, it's Childs. Under fire. Got his man on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. And they get him down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, NWestern! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Raiders have the football back, and here's the offense ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Good, solid tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it, obviously. It's not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Motion from the back. Hands it off. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The option look. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There's some room. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Raiders.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here.
Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Now on the option. Keeps it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the option. Doing it himself again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Makes the grab on the left. Turning on the Jets. 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. The inside handoff. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Childs. Under fire, and they got him.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, going for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And he added the extra point. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's the give off the left side. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Might be changing the route. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. To the air, it's Childs. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Plucks it out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
The Raiders have the football back, and here's the offense ready to go to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
It's complete to the right. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a lineman.
Maybe some room here. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Raiders. Great job by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Number 48, set to kick this one.
The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Oh, and that is so close. That was almost 6 on the board for the return team. That is a game-changing type play. You change the momentum, you give your own team a spark with a return like that.
And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Touchdown, Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Childs. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
The throw. Finds a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He turns that loose down the right side. Leaping grab for a big gain. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Northwestern right back to the line. Looking to throw again. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fly sweep coming. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half. The Wildcats called their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Gets the back moving. He'll try to loosen him up from deep in his own end. He's got the first down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half. And the Raiders headed quickly to the line. Creates a little room. Makes it past the marker. Flying out to the left. The 40. Past the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Raiders! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Raiders have the football back, and here's the offense ready to go to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. On the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The give on the option. Maybe a crease. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And the Raiders have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the...
Touchdown, Raiders! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And after starting the season